Yeah. Yeah. So why we are taking load into consideration is because when computing routes is to shift traffic away from hotspots, that will be the first places in the network to experience the collision. Because hotspots are the only places the first experience the collision. So why we are considering load is when computing routes is to shift the traffic away from the hotspot. What is the most direct way to do this is to set the link weight to be the function of bandwidth and propagation delay plus load or queuing delay. Okay, so what is the most direct way to set the link weight is function of function of bandwidth, propagation delay, queuing delay, and load, measured load. So least paths will then favor paths that are more lightly loaded, all else being equal. So traffic aware routing was used in the early internet according to this model. However, there is a period. So consider the network shown in the figure, which is divided into two parts. As shown in the slide, this network is divided into two parts. Okay, this is part one. This is part two. Two parts. Okay. Now, east and west connected by two links CE and FI. So CE, sorry, CE, FI. These are the two links which we are using for connecting to the CE and FI. CE and FI. Now, suppose that most of the traffic between, suppose that most of the traffic, suppose that most of the traffic between east and west is using link CF, and as well this link is heavily used with longer delays. So including queuing delay in the weight used for shortest path calculation will make EI more attractive. Loading, sorry, will make you, so after the new routing tables have been installed, most of the east traffic now go over EI. So loading this thing. So consequently, next update, CF will appear to be the shortest path. As a result, the routing tables may oscillate wildly, leading to erratic routing and many potential problems. Okay. So as the routing table may oscillate wildly, leading to erratic problem and many potential. So for ఒకసారేమో CF షార్టెస్ట్ పాత్, ఎందుకని ఆ రెండే సిఎఫ్ కానీ ఈఐ కానీ వెళ్తాం. సో ఒకసారేమో సిఎఫ్ షార్టెస్ట్ పాత్, ఇంకోసారేమో ఈఐ అనే షార్టెస్ట్ పాత్. ఓకే. సో so if load is ignored and only bandwidth and propagation delay are considered, so load consider చేయకుండా bandwidth కానీ propagation, so this problem does not occur. బ్యాండ్విత్ కానీ ప్రాపగేషన్ డిలే కానీ తీసుకుంటే కంజెషన్ అనేది రాదు ఎప్పుడు, when the node CF and EI does not take into load into consideration. Attempts to include load but change weights within a narrow range only slow down the routing oscillations. So two techniques can contribute to a success. The first is multi-path routing, in which there can be multiple paths from source to destination. What is the solution? Multi-path routing, in which there are multiple paths from the source to destination. And the second one for routing is to shift traffic across routes slowly enough that is able to converge. Okay, ante multiple percent traffic can be spread anamata. Traffic can be transferred. A second technique is uh, routing, is for routing scheme to shift the traffic across routes slowly enough that is able to route traffic to routes slow enough, slowly enough. Route traffic to slowly enough that is able to converge. That is able to. This is nothing but the, is able to converge. So this is nothing but the traffic aware routing. So given these difficulties in internet routing protocols do not generally adjust their rules depending on the road. Instead, adjustments are made outside the routing protocol by slowly changing their inputs. So this is nothing but the traffic engineering. What is traffic engineering? Adjusting the traffic not in the routing algorithm, but outside the routing algorithm, outside the routing protocol by slowly changing its inputs is nothing but the traffic engineering. Traffic engineering. Next one is next one is admission control. What is the next technique? Admission control. Second technique is admission control. So one technique that is widely used in virtual circuit networks is to keep congestion at bay is admission control. So VC networks లో మనం యూజ్ చేసేటువంటి కంజెషన్ కంట్రోల్లో పెడతాం యూజ్ చేసేటువంటి టెక్నిక్ ఏంటండి అడ్మిషన్ కంట్రోల్. సెకండ్ టెక్నిక్ ఏంటి అడ్మిషన్ కంట్రోల్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ టెక్నిక్ ట్రాఫిక్ అవేర్ రౌటింగ్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద సొల్యూషన్ మల్టీ పాత్ రౌటింగ్. లోడ్ కాకుండా పాత్లో ఇన్పుట్స్ని చేంజ్ చేయడం ఇది నథింగ్ బట్ ట్రాఫిక్ ఇంజనీరింగ్. వాట్ ఈ ట్రాఫిక్ చేంజింగ్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ చేంజింగ్ ద రౌటింగ్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ చేంజ్ ద ఇన్పుట్ టు ది రౌట్స్. Okay, so that is nothing but traffic engineering, and examples are multipath routing and slow area networks. Okay, slow area routes. Okay, and the second technique admission control. So this is also one of the widely used in VC networks, not in datagram networks, VC networks. So to keep congestion at bay. So the idea is simple: do not set up a new virtual circuit unless the network can carry the added traffic without becoming congested. So that is the so thus attempts to set up a virtual circuit may fail. So this is better than the alternative. As I think more people in more in network when the network is just matters worse. So by analogy, in telephone system, when a switch gets overloaded, it practices admission control by not giving dial tones. Okay, the trick with this approach is working out when a new virtual circuit will lead to a condition. The task is straightforward. In the telephone network, because of the fixed bandwidth of calls, 64 kbps for uncompressed video. However, virtual circuits in computer networks come in all shapes and sizes. The circuit must come with categorization of traffic if you are applied to admission control. Clear? And traffic is often described its rate and shape. So we will discuss further in the next coming classes.